Hey, today I'm going to show you how to make a Mardi Gras mask. If you have some nice cardboard or some thick cardstock, what we'll do is we're going to save that. We're going to work on notebook paper or scrap paper, okay? And we want to draw kind of large. So you've looked at several different kinds of masks. Let me draw this with markers so you can see. The first part you want to do, you're thinking about the basic shape of the mask and then what you're going to add onto it, okay? So let me get where the nose is. If you want something that goes down here at the bottom of your mask that goes on top of your cheek, make sure you allow some room for that. But we want to allow room for our nose. So I'm just going to draw a basic mask first. Remember, this is just our markup one, okay? This is not our cardboard or our cardstock. Now your eye holes are very important. You have about 3 fingers width between your eyes. Okay, if you put your middle finger right on top of your nose, you've got about a finger on each side. So I'm going to kind of give myself a little bit of room, about 1.5 fingers. And I want to just make an eye hole. Now this can always be adjusted once you put on your mask, once you cut it out and put it on your face, and you can see, is it big enough or not? That's good before we put it on our cardboard or cardstock, okay? So to make my eye hole, I'm just going to do a smile and a frown. We can always tweak that. This is our uh-oh page, okay? Now, what you want to do afterwards, think about, well, what else do I want on my mask? So maybe I've got a tall feather, or ooh, I want a jester hat thing. So I'm going to do a circle. That's kind of cool. I can, yeah. So there's a jester beanie thing, okay? And maybe there's another something over here. Okay? That's just my basic shape. Now, cutting this out, remember, this is just our template. Hold it together. We've done the symmetrical trick. Even if you just had half a sheet of paper, you can still do this. Works better with a whole sheet of paper, though. And the good thing to remember when you're cutting out something that's got lots of intricate cuts, you can take your scissors out and attack it from a different direction. That way you can kind of meet and get that piece to fall out. Isn't that good? So let me get this cut out. And you can also make some adjustments to this little template that you're making here. And let's see. Let's get this part. Now, there we go. So now you're wondering about the eyes. How do we get the eyes? Well, what I do is I'm going to pinch right here. Whoop. I'm going to pinch. I don't want to make a big crease across my mask, but I'm going to pinch. Use your scissors wide because that's 4 pieces of paper. Make a little cut. Okay, now I can get my scissors in there, and you want to kind of release the tightness of the paper. So I'm going to cut it in a couple different places. Then I can get my scissors around, and don't chop, 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 chop right here because it's right by your eyeball. Okay, so let me turn this. Turn your paper. Don't do the scissor yoga where you're trying to whip those scissors around. Turn the paper. Okay, now, see if I can get rid of some of this stuff right here. Alright, let's get this part right over here. Okay, that fall out. Here we go. See, and that's nice and smooth. And if something's not smooth, you can get back in there with your scissors and smooth it down. That's real important because it's right by your eyeball. We don't want pokey things by our eyeball. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. Cool. All right, and this is where you test it out on your face and make sure that the eyes are far enough apart. If they're too far apart, you can make the adjustment here. Let me see if it's too far apart. It fits my eyes, but if yours are too far apart, then you correct it here, and just know when you go to put it on your cardstock that you need to adjust the eyes a little bit. Okay? And then, okay, like this is my template that I made earlier. I put it on my cardstock, I traced it, and I cut it out. And now I've got the eye issue again. So I don't want to make a big crease here. So in the eye, remember, I'm just going to pinch right there. I don't want to make a crease. Go pinch, open my scissors, and make a little cut. Okay, see the cut right there? So I just pinched that so I don't have a big crease. And I got to kind of release some of the paper. Oops, excuse me. And let's get our scissors in there. Remember, don't hack, hack, hack. Do slow, long cuts. Okay. And if something's in the way, just get it out of the way. But do a nice slow cut. Okay. And then, get around this way. I can always, especially since I did it with Sharpie, I can see from this side where everything's at. And I can cut it out that way. So that's an advantage to Sharpie. But if you're using a cereal box, just be careful with it. I mean, if you have an adult, they can help you with it. But as long as you make a little pinch right in that eye area, that way we don't have a big crease. That works out perfectly, and now you get to decorate. Have fun!